If you're going 50-50 and it's 50-50 on everything, like cooking, cleaning, childcare, fair enough. But that's not the case for a lot of women. I've
A 50 conversation again. There's a video I saw, and the lady was like, why are men broke? Because women, we spend money on hair, we spend money on our nails, we spend money on makeup, we spend money on skincare, we spend money on clothing, shoes, we shop, we do so many things. Have you actually done, if you're like a beauty girly or queenie, when you go for your beauty checkup or something, when you just want to go for your nails, your lashes, your makeup, your skincare, your hair, you just want to look good for a month, your maintenance, how much do you spend? Let me know that in the comment section, because when it's time for me to fix my nails or go for facials, when it's time for me to get some normal maintenance for the month, you or sometimes you even do you take some vitamins, you supplement. As a girly, we spend a lot. We spend a lot. Okay, if you're still on your period, you're gonna go get those stuffs, your supplies. You change your panties. You have your like. We spend a lot. So why are men broke? Because men don't do makeup. To cut hair or to barb hair in my country is the cheapest. It's cheaper than making hair. So I feel like it should be that everywhere. I just feel it should be that everywhere. Like if you want to go low cut, it's cheaper than buying a luxury wig. It's cheaper than braiding your hair as a black woman. It's cheaper than making your hair, doing dreadlocks and all of that. It's cheaper than doing any extension on your hair. Cutting your hair is way cheaper. So what men do, they can even get clipper at home and just, you know, that's it. That's low maintenance. They don't do makeup. They hardly go for shopping. It's once in a while they can repeat so many clothes. But we women were like, oh, I've worn this before. I've worn this before. Oh, I like this shoe. I want a red bag that will match with my red shoe. We always go for shopping. Men do not, right? So the lady was like, why are men broke? Because you don't spend money on what women spend money on. And I thought about it. That's true. That's true. And now let's talk about 50-50 in a relationship. You see, in a relationship where a woman is doing all of that by herself and the man doesn't even support her, even as little as hair or skincare. I spend so much money on skincare. To buy makeup, even your lip gloss is expensive. If you use good lip gloss, good mascara, good foundation, if you're in a relationship and the woman is the one that buys everything, and now the man is coming like, let's go 50-50. Is that not is that not selfishness? Because she's going to do all those things by herself. Then when they talk about 50-50, they don't talk about your maintenance. They don't talk about what you put on, how you look good and all of that. In fact, you go for waxing, you wax everywhere. You know all those things. Okay, so the 50-50 is not included in the girly maintenance. No, it is just 50-50 on groceries, 50-50 on rent, 50-50 on mortgage, and all of that. That is what they're talking about 50-50 when it comes to food that everybody's going to eat. But you see the other things that is just for you and you alone is not 50-50. Let's forget about the labor and everything, the mental labor that women go through in a relationship. I'm not even talking about that today. I'm talking about the physical one that you can see. The ones you can see, they don't add it to 50-50. They don't, it's not part of it. They don't care if that's going to be 50-50. Their own is 50-50 on groceries, on food, on mortgage, on rent, car bills, electricity. They want to share 50-50. Anyways, what is your take on this 50-50 conversation again? I know we always have 50-50 conversation almost all the time, but let's have it again. again. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section while I show you some videos, and yeah, we'll talk about it at the end of the videos.
If you're going 50-50 and it's 50-50 on everything, like cooking, cleaning, childcare, fair enough. But that's not the case for a lot of women. I've seen it myself with men who expect women to pay the bills, run around after them, look after kids, give up their lives. They don't even get treated nicely in return, and they're really unhappy. Some men will exploit you for everything they can, and it's completely easy for them to do so when you've got low standards. If you go and start a family with someone, you're not going 50-50 on pregnancy, you're not going 50-50 on childbirth or any of the risks associated with that. Even if he's the best dad in the world, there's just certain things that come with being a mother. What your body goes through, what you go through mentally, taking time off your career. It's a lot. You should be with someone that makes you feel secure during that time. And when you can choose to be with literally anyone, why would you not want to be with someone that improves your life? You shouldn't completely rely on a man. You should always have your own money. If you've got your own thing going on, why would you then expect to be with someone who can't give you what you can give yourself? That makes no sense to me. They don't have to be super mega rich, but they should be generous, have a provider mindset, and value women. Money is not everything. That's not what I'm saying. So much more to it, like who they are as a person and how they treat you in other ways. But that's the absolute bare minimum.
There has never been a better antidote against 50-50 relationships than this latest I can't pay the mortgage or I can't pay the rent trend that women are doing with their husband. A lot of women have never quite seen it spelled out like that. Here it is. I often don't love the married couple, the couples trends that, happen over here on TikTok. But this one is chef's kiss. Because all you need to do is just watch one of those with a 50-50 couple to see all the difference that you need to see. And to understand that men who view you as a romantically viable partner treat you so much differently than men who view you as a host for their parasitic nature, and the men who really don't give a single flying fuck about you. You'll also notice, if you have good pattern recognition like me, that the men who are confused by that trend or question or whatever look groomed, moisturized, head full of hair, seem to actually be kind and nice to their wife. Like the vibes are really good. And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen a lot of the 50-50 videos, but the ones I have seen are atrocious. Like the man has no feelings for you, babe. If anything, he feels strongly about you in the wrong direction. These men resent y'all. These 50-50 men are literally using y'all so that they don't have to work hard in life. That's all it is. Because how are you going to be like, oh, well, I don't know what we're going to do then? You're telling me you're A, a man, B, you're splitting bills 50-50, C, you're not expected by society to spend any money on beauty ritual type things. You are probably getting paid more at work. You're probably contributing less towards the household. If y'all are going 50-50 on other things like groceries, you're probably eating more of those and not paying for it. So you literally should have all the money in the world to throw at your girlfriend whenever you want to. So ladies, let this be a lesson that these men don't love you. Because where's all the money going? What are you possibly spending it on? Either he is hoarding it, again, at your expense, because if you are in a bind, he's not going to help you out. 2, he's just spending it indiscriminately, maybe on himself, maybe on somebody else. What even are the other options? If you're a woman going 50-50, that's actually hard. Because not only are you paying 50% of the rent, 50% of the bills, you're also going to work. You're expected to put on makeup every day for work. You're expected to do your hair every day for work. You're expected to have a full wardrobe as a woman, whereas men, if they wear the same pair of pants and the same shirt to work every day, nobody says anything. That's not the case for you as a woman. You're expected to dye your gray hairs. You're expected to smell good, all this stuff, shave your legs, shave your armpits. Yeah, it would make sense, actually. You're also expected, during the holiday season to buy most of the presents. In fact, you probably know your boyfriend has no plan to buy you anything, but you're still gonna buy him something. It's there's literally no excuse as to why a man shouldn't have some money left over after paying bills 50-50. And it actually makes perfect sense to me why a woman wouldn't, right? Because again, if you're paying 50-50 for groceries, but your man is like inhaling all of the food and all of the snacks so that you're buying groceries more often than you would just for yourself, he's saving money actually at your expense. I feel like this trend makes this like so clear in a way that we just couldn't have expected. I just love it.
Why are there no 50-50 couples doing the I can't pay the mortgage trend? Now, I think it's because the men are actually embarrassed about the fact that they're 50-50. Like, if you look at the guys who are providers, they're actually proud of being providers because it's just down to their identity. It's something that is worthy to be proud of. But the 50-50 guys, deep down, they know they cannot compete with the other type of men. Like, deep down, they are embarrassed about the fact that they do 50-50 with their girl when they know that other men have the ability and mindset to provide. Like, how much do you want to bet? Okay, I don't want to say you never see the 50-50 people doing the trend, but like, how much do you want to bet that the man finds out that his girl posted the video and then he gets mad at her? Like, oh my gosh, you shouldn't have made me post that because now you're making me look bad. So this is why I think like men know they should provide. They just choose not to, and it's kind of down to you whether you accept it or not.
I just tried that 50-50 thing with my husband today. You know his first reaction? Immediately I said if I could ask him something. He didn't even know what I was going to ask him, but he just started walking away from the camera because he don't know what I'm going to ask and he don't want no form of embarrassment, and he just started running away from the camera. I'm going to try it again, okay? But please do not even try it, because to be honest with you, a lot of us, the African women that are out here, we do support our husbands. Some of us, just because we have to support them so that we can get through, right? With the bills, with the mortgage, with the whatever. Okay, if I'm working and I have the money, I don't see why I should not support my husband in paying the bills, right? So that instead of him maybe doing 2 jobs, he can do 1 job and we can all be at home and spend time together with each other and with the kids, instead of wanting to stay at home 100% and having him do 2-3 jobs so that he can take care of the whole bills. It just don't make sense. But if you have your husband who can actually provide all of that for you and want you to stay at home, I will be the queen. I will slay and stay at home and don't move an inch to do any form of work, okay? So to all the ladies out there whose husbands are providing for them 100%, I am so jealous of you. I am super happy for you, and I want you to know that it is not easy to find a man that will provide for you 100%, okay? That is great. Keep that man. You don't want to mess around with that. And to the ladies who are supporting their men to provide for the household, there is nothing wrong with that. If your man cannot fully provide for you, or maybe they can provide it, but you guys just want a better life and you want to work so that you can support your husband, so that you both can have like the kind of life that you want, there is nothing wrong with that. Because as a lady, if you want to have your own career as a lady, nothing should stop you, okay? Not your husband's money should stop you. So yes, it is great for your husband to provide for you, but if you're a career lady and you want to be out there doing your thing, making your own money and supporting your household, even if you make the money and don't support your household, nothing wrong with that too. Go ahead, go out there and do you, eat all the money, support your husband, whatever. But if you are also a lady whose husband is providing for you 100%, good for you, okay?
Why do some women struggle to see and understand that there are some men who are good people, who have integrity, that are hardworking, that for whatever reason will not or cannot get to a place of financial success that you see is the pinnacle? He's not going to be a good partner because you have to pay the council tax bill. Like, I don't get it. He's not worth your time because you have to go halves on the rent or the mortgage. Are we processing correctly? Like, genuinely. Stop with the narrative that it's like only if you have a man with money do you have a good thing, and if your man doesn't have enough money to support your whole lifestyle, then you're settling or you're suffering. No, like, as long as he's a good man, you don't know what your faith, what your support, what your words of encouragement can do for a man as well, and where it can take that man. But if you're getting into a relationship with a man and your energy is negative, your energy makes him feel small, your energy makes him feel minimal, yeah, maybe you are going to get a man that doesn't really go far because you don't speak life into him.
I've noticed something about this babe I can't pay the rent or mortgage trend, especially since the 50-50 couples have started to like jump in on it. Bear with me. The couples where the man is like, why are you telling me you can't pay the rent? Like you don't ever pay it. Like those couples always just seem more stable. I don't know. The man always seems more confident, and I can't explain. Always more like mature, and not even like about age either. Just very secure, very like a man. It's not even like about looks at all. Before the video even starts, you already know his response, like he got it. The house is always beautiful. And I don't even mean like expensive. It could be an old, cheap house, and it's still just so nice and organized, clean. Like, I want that house. But the 50-50 couples, the man always seems a little like dirty. And not even like filthy dirty. He just looks. You ever had someone try to talk to you and they just look like they high all the damn time and lazy? Yeah. Like the kind of man is you're almost low-key offended that he try to talk to you. That's how they look. And I don't want to say insecure, because then the insecure ones are going to attack me, but low-key, like just not secure, not put together at all. Like you look at them and it's like, I hope that makes sense. And the house is always not like filthy or disgusting or anything, but like the house has seen better days. It could be a nice house too, but it just looks, I don't know. The decor is just not, And the women in the videos where they know they're not paying the rent, they always sound so happy, so ecstatic, so in love. And the women in the 50-50s always sound like, haha, this is a joke, but I already know what he gonna say. I can't, maybe not miserable, but like tired. I just feel like it's a very clear picture we're seeing here, that the relationships where the man is like taking care of it, being a man, those relationships and houses just have a better foundation. And the 50-50s look like they're going to fall apart any second. And I know I can't be the only one to notice that, but that's all.
I've noticed something about this I can't pay the rent or mortgage trend that women have been doing with the partner, especially since I went to look at the 50-50 couples doing it. Obviously I had to search for that because we don't do that over here. The way I could guess what each of the men were going to say before they even said anything was wild. Some of the 50-50 reactions I'm actually convinced must be rage bait, because how is anyone with them? Like, I'm sorry, you're my husband or my roommate. The provider men just appeared so much more confident, so much more put together. The 50-50 men didn't even look like they looked after themselves, and they just looked insecure. They just seemed lazy as well. Trust me, if a man is not solving all of your problems, he's probably your biggest problem. And I just know for a fact these men are expecting 50-50 financially, but they won't be going 50-50 in other parts of the household. And it's not even a money thing. There's a lot of different living situations shown in these videos. The provider men understand that what a woman brings to the table is her energy. They're grateful for having a good woman in their life and for how she treats them in other ways. They have an abundance mindset which makes them proud to not have the woman be paying the bills in the house. They see it as an honour, not a burden. And it shows in the relationships too. The provider men relationships just seem so much happier. It's just such a mindset thing. Please don't lay down with these poverty, scarcity minded men are greedy and entitled. Choose the man that thinks you're the prize, treats you accordingly, and improves your life.
This is my judgment face. Y'all are playing a very dangerous game on this app with couples who are 50-50 playing the I can't pay my half of the rent mortgage this month prank on your spouses and partners. And And not for the reason that you think. I don't have a dog in that fight. I am single and child free. How y'all choose to pay bills is how y'all choose to pay bills. I pay 100% of my bills. Well, money comes out of my account, okay? But back to y'all. It's none of my business how you choose to divide up your household bills. Do what you want. But what always confuses me is, like, these aren't being recorded live. You don't have to upload them once you watch them back. And a lot of you all are exposing your partners as these cold, uncaring individuals who can't problem solve. And then you want to fight the people in the comments tooth and nail about how funny and careful and caring he is, and how you must have been the one that messed up the prank and you didn't say it right and you were giggling too much and he knew. No, sweetheart. He just don't like you that much. Seems like you're playing with fire to me, but I am single. So I might be viewing this through very single outsider eyes.
Guys, I have an unpopular opinion, okay? And I know you guys are gonna fight me. But after seeing this whole babe, I can't pay the mortgage trend, I have something that I have to say. Realistically, in this day and age where people are one paycheck away from homelessness, I don't think that a lot of people will say it out loud, but majority of these people are paying 50-50 on the rent. If not 50-50, 80-20, 70-30. You're paying a little something something. You're coming off of some type of change. And if you're not, congrats. I'm not talking to you. Because I know listening comprehension is a lost art. So if you don't have to pay rent, congrats, babe. Neither do I. So now what? Anyway, what I am saying though is that we are getting a little bit too out of pocket, because I saw a video of a girl talking about how her and her man split the rent, and she did the whole, babe, I can't pay the mortgage this month. And he's like, no, like, oh my God, like, it's okay. Like, I'll cover it, blah, 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 blah. But somebody in the comments is like, how do you respect him making you pay 50-50? Some of your faves, and we've discovered some of your faves on this app, go 50-50 all the time. Am I saying that you should go 50-50? Like I said, listening comprehension is very important. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying in a day and age where homelessness is just one paycheck away, a lot of people are probably paying a little something on the rent. If not the rent, maybe the water, gas, electric. But I guarantee you there's a slim percentage of people who are actually living their life not having to pay any bills whatsoever because their man covers all the bills. And if your man covers all the bills, God bless you, you know? Me personally, like I said before, I don't pay rent. So that's not my problem. But I think we're being a little unrealistic.
Believe in 50-50. The reason I don't believe in 50-50 is because I believe as a man on my principles, there's just certain things I would never do. I could never be in the bed with my girl and turn to her and say, you got your half of the rent? And that's not putting anybody down who does that. I said I can't do that. And the reason I encourage a lot of guys to just stay away from dating or caretaking or being with anybody until you can get your stuff together and stand on a principle and live through it is because why would you want the opposite sex, the person that you're with, to struggle when they're not built for that? And then the question is, well, what if she makes more than you? Make more money. But on a serious note, the greatest spiritual achievement is service. So if you know one of the greatest gifts you can get from a woman is a child, understand that one of the greatest gifts you can give.
I still stand by what I usually say. If you've been following me for a long time, you will know what my take on 50-50. I do not do 50-50. I just feel like 50-50 relationship is a scam to women, because when a man comes to tell you, I want us to start splitting the bills, I feel like he's indirectly telling you, I hate you so much and I hate you. Yes, most of them hate us, but this one is telling you indirectly, because I'm not saying don't support your man if you have money, if you're working and you feel like, oh, I feel like I want to go grocery shopping today. I feel like I'm the one that's going to pay for the light bill today. You do it because you just want to do it, because you just want to do it. Do you understand? There's no conversation of let's go 50-50 and making it inconvenience for you. So you have to take care of the kids. You have to have children. That work alone, you're not being paid for it. That is free labor, and they don't even appreciate that kind of work. You wash the dishes, you make sure the house is clean. They don't appreciate it, right? And they don't even talk about it in 50-50. Maybe there are some couples that they might have people that come to the house to clean, they have cook, they have people that can have kids for them, like a surrogate, and all of that, carry the children, all of it. Maybe they can have all of that. Maybe the 50-50 then can be equal. But if a woman has to do, she's doing everything for herself, she's going to take care of her, she's going to do her maintenance. For a woman that loves beauty and fashion, a woman that loves beauty and fashion is going to take care of herself, try to look good for herself, and she's still going to have your child, get pregnant, and all of that, take care of your kids, and you have the gods to come and say, let's split the bill. I feel like that man, men like that don't like you, and they're saying to your face like, I don't like you. So yeah, no shade to people that do 50-50. I don't have a problem with it, to be honest. I don't have a problem with women doing 50-50. If that's what works for you in your relationship, is fine. But if you're doing it because you're doing it with force, or forcefully doing it, or you hate doing it, I just feel like you don't have to do it, to be honest. Have the conversation. Because these men, when you ask them, when you see men that do 50-50 and they act like they don't have money, they usually save the other 50 somewhere else, that either they are giving it to another woman, or they are having savings. I've seen videos of a woman coming out to say, "Oh, I was splitting the bill with my man, and I didn't know he has savings so place. He has savings I was not touching." She didn't have any savings because she was using all her money to take care of him. So most of the time, they spend the remaining 50% on another woman. They have the time to live luxury life, while you cannot, because you spent all your money. After you spent money on your maintenance, think about the maintenance you spend in a month, in a week. If you like beauty and skincare, if you're someone that's very conscious of your appearance, you just want to look good for yourself, not for anybody, just for yourself, right? So when you think about how much you're going to spend, think about it, and still do 50-50 with somebody, son. I just feel like it's cheating, and it doesn't make sense in my own head. But if that's what works for you in your relationship, that's fine. But I always say that 50-50 favors men only than it favors women, just as marriage favor men most of the time than women. Not every woman will enjoy their marriage, but most men are happier in marriage than when they are not married. What is your take on today's video? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Check out Mary David, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like, share, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in my next one.